Welcome to Wednesday Night Insight. Grateful to share an insight tonight on a secret of affirmative prayer. And the secret of affirmative prayer that I'd like to share with you is that prayer itself is a telling of a divine secret. So that's the secret right there. That when you pray, you're telling a divine secret. What is that secret? Well, consider that when you pray, that you're not asking for something or wishing or even hoping, but that you're actually admitting something that's deeply true about who you are and your life. It's the admission that I am one with a power greater than I am. It's the admission that I am related to something infinite. It's the admission that behind any conflict that I might be experiencing with someone that I care about, that there's a deeper bond and a deeper love. It's the admission that I'm a creative being, that my word has power, and that my life has meaning, and that there is this higher source that's operating and directing and harmonizing different areas of my life. And so to see prayer as an admission of a divine secret is to admit to our life the best that can come to us. There's an old Gnostic myth about the gods gathering together and discussing where to hide the secret of humankind. Now, this is fascinating because in ancient mythology and perhaps even in the Old Testament in the Bible, the gods actually aren't the biggest fans of humankind. They see humankind on the lower rung, and they're worried that humankind will actually learn their inner divinity. And so the gods always want to keep humankind from knowing just how magnificent they really are in spirit. And so one god suggests that they take the secret of man and they hide it high up in the sky. And another god says, no, don't do that, for surely one day humankind will grow wings and learn to fly and discover that secret. I have an idea, another god says. Let's hide the secret of man deep down at the bottom of the ocean. No, another god says, for surely one day humankind will grow fins and learn to swim. I've got it, another god proclaims. Let's hide the secret of humankind deep within humankind. And all the gods agreed that that is the last place he or she would ever look for it. Is there a secret about your own good, about your own inner beauty, about your own preciousness that you've kept perhaps from even yourself? It's time to admit the truth of who you are to yourself, to your loved ones, and to this life that you live, recognizing that the telling of that secret, that admission, allows that truth to grow in your life. May we admit this truth about ourselves in each and every area of our lives. I could say that there are perhaps three different kinds of secrets. The first kind of secret is that kind of secret we hold on to because of something that we've done, a mistake we've made, something that's happened to us that we might be ashamed of or that we just don't share publicly with everyone. And I would argue that there's no such thing as a secret that doesn't get told. And so I highly suggest finding someone who feels safe to you, in a place that feels safe to you, to tell your secrets, to have them be held by someone of a high and caring consciousness. Because if we don't tell our secrets that way, they get told unconsciously. Perhaps they show up in our body. Perhaps they show up in a dysfunctional relationship. Perhaps they show up in an addiction or in a lack of coming forward with our truth about something else. So always tell your secrets, because if you don't tell them consciously, they'll be told unconsciously. The second kind of secret has to do with keeping the secret, or as I'll mention, the sacredness of something that someone else has shared with us. This includes what we often call confidentiality, which at one level means keeping someone's secret, but to me, it means keeping our conversation sacred. That if you or I are on a great road trip and we talk for hours and hours and just have the best conversation, even if secrets aren't shared, there's something about the sacredness of that conversation that I'm not just going to bring it up with anybody, anywhere, because they didn't reach that high level of sanctuary that we shared in connecting intimately with one another. So hold that confidence for your loved ones, but know that it's not just about keeping gossip private or keeping a secret private. It's about keeping sacred. And what are those relationships in your life where you want to keep things sacred? And the final kind of secret is this divine secret that I'm talking about, the deepest secret that there is, the truth of who you are, and to admit it in your life is what affirmative prayer is. It's not an admission to God. It's not an admission to the universe. It's an admission to yourself about your place in the universe, about the divine's place in you, and you can use it constructively, creatively, compassionately, and with a great fire. I have the honor at Mile High Church to teach our practitioner training, and my favorite thing that happens is when a practitioner in training starts to find their own voice through prayer. Most of us, if we practice praying out loud, we might try to talk or pray like our own Dr. Patty here, or like we think we're supposed to. But for me, when we really find our own voice, prayer becomes a speaking from our deepest place of intimacy. That when you pray, you may actually feel that you're fully speaking from your true voice for the very first time. Prayer to me is the most intimate form of communication. And what that means is whether we're praying in our closet or on a stage in front of hundreds of people or just with someone we love and care about, we're finding that deep truth in us. We're declaring that we're in a space that's safe enough to share it. And we know not only that the divine is listening, but it's acting, that it's saying yes. As I speak this truth about my relationship with so-and-so, I know that the universe is springing into action to affirm that truth. As I speak the truth of who I am in relationship with a conflict I'm having with a boss at work, I know that the universe is affirming within me what can take place there and affirming who I am. As I'm facing health challenges or prosperity issues or just trying to find peace of mind because I'm living in this crazy world, and I'm affirming that deep truth that yes, all may not be well around me, but all is well in my soul, because I am one with this creative power. What is the divine secret that needs to be admitted in your life? Find and articulate it, and you will have discovered one of the great secrets of affirmative prayer.
All right, so just moving into this prayerful space now, recognizing that we are praying for the allness of health and well-being for everybody. So as I just breathe and settle into this moment, I use all of my senses, all of my body figure to tune into all that is. All that I see, all that I hear and smell, feel, and intuit. The absolute allness of everything, that is the totality of it all. It is the collective of everything that is the absolute, the one. It's this oneness by all the names that we give it, that we know exists through and in and as absolutely everything and everyone everywhere. This space of oneness, this divine action that is the outpicturing, the out creativity of all things that brings harmony to all things, the way that the universe is wheeling through time and space, the way that the planets hang, the stars, the moons, and everything in between, all that we can label, all that we know, all the ways that we can identify with absolutely anything. This is all it. This is spirit, oneness, all of it, totality. This very same totality, this very same oneness is that oneness that resides in and as me, the unique expression of who I am in this moment. The very same makeup of the universe, that very same material that makes up stardust is the same cellular information that I am in this body figure in this moment right here and right now. There is no difference. I and it are one right here, right now, for all eternity. It's in this oneness that I can clearly state and know for myself and for everybody else who is participating in this prayer that we can create. It's our words, it's our minds, it's our creative, unique force on picturing out as us that is this creative wave. And in this wave right now, I feel and know every single cell of my body radiates with health. There's a divine harmony within me. Every one of my cells is vibrating this harmony that is communicating in a way that all of the billions of my cells in this body figure radiate complete and perfect total health. Their communication within one another and within themselves is so strong that every cell, no matter how distant it is from my mind, is immediately connected to the divine mind. It's in this space of connection, it's in this space of harmony that I feel and know that every synapse of my brain is firing in just the right pattern, in just the right way. That lightning storm is a beautiful storm indeed, allowing my expression to be that of health, of harmony, of well-being, whether that's in my mental capacity, my physical capacity, or my spiritual capacity. All of my being is in a state of harmony. The scales are balanced. I am whole. I am happy. I am healthy. I am complete just as I am right here and right now. It's in this space that I know so much goodness is unfolding. And I give great gratitude for this knowingness, for this feeling within all of who I am. I give great gratitude for the way-showers and the teachers along this path that bring forward this message of goodness, that remind me of who I am right here and right now. And I just place these words now into the hands of God, knowing that they are taken into action as they are spoken. I let them be, I allow it to be so, and I declare it as such by saying, and so it is.